Just came back from my bike ride. Anyway, I've been watching the hearings today. Absolutely, just this is the bombshell, right? All that exaggeration and like this is the most amazing thing, whatever. And there've been some good ones, but this is the bombshell, which exposes right-wing media that has been lying for months now, hiding from this. They refuse to cover it. And then every little sort of distraction and decoy they could put out there. Remember the narrative about no weapons, which I debunked that from, what was it, 2001, right? There were weapons. That was not a secret. It's so many things to go through. Even Breaking Points, which I love, those are they do pretty good content, failed on this. They did their coverage, initial coverage way back, and said that, oh, it's just the liberals trying to make it look like it was some big, insurrection, organized thing, and it was just kind of organic or whatever. That was clearly not the case for anyone paying attention. Storm the Capitol was trending before the attack on the Capitol. People were talking about saying goodbye to their kids before leaving. This is our 1776. They were saying all this stuff. Why are you saying goodbye to your kids if you're just going to protest and make your voice being heard? Why are you wearing all of this military gear and body armor and all this kind of stuff? Why are you wearing that? Right? What is all that about if it's just going to protest? It was very clearly orchestrated, but the way that you distract is some of the people were organic, obviously. Basically, you use the crowd as cover, right? There's going to be a ton of people there, and then they're going to be very energized. You can use them as cover, and then you have within the crowd, you have certain groups of people that actually obviously were organized. There was one group that had a whole bunch of weapons stockpiled not too far from the Capitol. There were people who were actually caught with weapons on the Capitol grounds. And now, what do we find out today? Donald Trump, first of all, this shows the dishonesty. A lot of right-wing folks have been talking about, why don't they talk about why the Capitol wasn't defended? Today we know why. And the answer is for like all the other things, Trump, 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 Trump. Right? I know liberal media like to do the Trump derangement syndrome. My subscribers know that's not me. I hardly do any videos about Trump. Right? A lot of stuff I see him doing some goofy stuff and I see other guys talking, whatever. But Trump is a big person behind him and his administration. Why? Because we find out today there were many warnings from the Capitol Police, from intelligence that were telling the administration, we have threats about occupying government buildings. We have, a high probability of violence. Keep telling them. And what is Mark Meadows doing? Head down. He doesn't want to talk about it. Oh, anything else? They knew. The Trump administration. You want to know why the Capitol was not prepared? Because of Trump and his administration. Clearly, they wanted this to happen. Not exactly what happened, but they wanted something like this to happen. This was a coordinated thing. So they kept ignoring all the warnings. Guys, we're hearing stuff about occupying buildings, whatever. And what did they do? Nothing. No response. And then, to make it even worse, they tell Trump that they found guys with AR-15s and other weapons that were around the Capitol grounds. We have the radio calls of them saying, hey, there's a guy with AR-15, there's a guy with a pistol, a guy with whatever. And Trump knows this. And then he's furious. What is he furious about? He's furious because there weren't enough people in the area for his speech. Because they put up these metal detectors. And a lot of the folks didn't want to go through the metal detectors because they didn't want their weapons to be confiscated. And what is Trump furious about? In this moment, a Capitol's about to get attacked. He's hearing about these threats, warnings of violence, potential attack on our Capitol. What does the President of the United States that half the country would elect again? Even the people who are testifying against him would elect him again. What is he furious about? He's furious because there's not enough people in the area for his speech. And he doesn't like the way it looks. He's worried about optics of not enough people in there. And he's aware of the weapons. And that's why some people aren't coming in there. And he's telling them, take down the metal detectors to let the people come through. He knew about a potential attack on the Capitol. He knew these people had weapons. And he wanted them to remove the metal detectors so that more people could be where his speech is for the optics of, look at this big crowd. And he says specifically, they're not going to hurt me. That's what Trump says. You've got these domestic terrorists that are armed and have said there's information that they're going to try to attack the Capitol, trying to occupy the building. And the President of the United States says, get rid of the metal detectors, let them come in here because they're not coming after me. Now, who are they coming after? They're not coming after you? That's the only concern about your safety? Half the country would elect this guy again. Insane. And then he actually, so this is we want to talk about misinformation. On the left, talked about Trump left the people, and I got caught up in that. I'll be honest. Trump said, I'm going to walk down with you, and he left them stranded. That wasn't his fault. He wanted to walk. He was really going to walk down with them. He was furious again because they didn't let him. The details said they didn't have enough security to do it. But he really was going to walk down with those people. So on that note, he didn't actually abandon his people. I know all over liberal media, they've been all over that, how he abandoned them. That was not that. The reason why he didn't walk down with them is because they blocked him. He actually sounds like he almost punched the guy who was telling no, his security guy, who was telling no, you can't do this. Right? He's furious in the beast, talking about, oh, I'm the president of the United States, whatever. So he really wanted to walk down the Capitol, knowing there were people with weapons and there were threats to attack the Capitol, and he wanted to walk with them, knowing this information. And half the country is okay with that. Half the country would elect this guy. And again, the same people who were testifying against him would elect him again. And these people claim that they're patriots. You love your country, and you would have a president of the United States that would be involved in an attack on our own country. He knows they plan to attack. He knows they're armed, and he want to walk with them. Insane. This is the bombshell hearing. This is absolutely bombshell. I don't even remember. Oh, the other stuff about him throwing food. So apparently, and this is a thing he's done multiple times. He gets upset and he's throwing food at the wall. He's throwing over either the table or all the stuff on the table. When he gets buffoon, the guy's a lunatic. The president of the United States can't even conduct himself like a man, like a grown ass man. You throwing stuff around like a child? What kind of weak ass shit is that? You're the most powerful man in the world, and you can't even have some level of discipline to calm your emotions down and stop throwing stuff, throwing food on the wall. People got to be cleaning up after you. Half the country would elect this guy again. This baby channel, debate in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell, be well. This is insane, absolutely insane. Wow. Whoo!